We would now like to begin the Tokyo Financial Award Ceremony 2022. My name is Sawai from Accenture, and I will be serving you as the facilitator for this afternoon. Without further ado, I would like to welcome Director General for Global Financial City Strategy, Eiichiro Kodama. He will be making some opening remarks to greet you, as well as explain the outline of the Tokyo Financial Award, as well as introduce the winners. I'm Eiichiro Kodama, Director General for Global Financial City Strategy of Tokyo. Thank you very much for joining us today at the Tokyo Financial Award ceremony. I would like to explain Tokyo's efforts to become an international financial city and give an overview of the Tokyo Financial Award. The Tokyo Metropolitan Government has promoted various activities based on the Global Financial City Tokyo Initiative formulated in 2017. In November 2021, in light of changes in the international financial environment, including GX and DX, Tokyo upgraded this concept to Global Financial City Tokyo Initiative 2.0. The new vision has three pillars: promotion of green finance, digitalization of finance, and concentration of finance-related players. The Tokyo Financial Award coincides with each of these pillars and is a symbolic initiative that communicates Tokyo as an international financial city both domestically and internationally, and is now in its fifth year. Next, I will explain in detail about the Tokyo Financial Award. The Tokyo Financial Award consists of two categories. The first is the Financial Innovation category, which recognizes businesses that have proposed outstanding services based on the needs of Tokyo residents and businesses for financial services. In addition to the award money, support programs such as mentoring and business matching is provided. The second is in the ESG investment category. This category recognizes businesses that are actively engaged in ESG investment promotion activities, as well as those that are implementing SDGs management initiatives. And starting from last year, we have newly added the Governor's Special Prize for Green Finance to recognize businesses that have made particularly outstanding efforts in green finance. Next, I would like to explain the process of the Tokyo Finance Award. As you can see on the bottom of the slide, we interview businesses in Tokyo about their daily needs regarding financial services and ESG investment. Based on the survey, we selected a total of 28 themes in 6 areas, including deposits and withdrawals, payments and settlements, and asset management for the Financial Innovation category, and invited applications. Throughout both categories, we received 183 applicants from 30 countries. In the Financial Innovation category, we conducted preliminary screening and provided the 15 companies that passed with the support program, which I mentioned earlier, to help them fine-tune their business plans. Then, in the final screening, we received enthusiastic presentations from both categories. And after a lengthy review process, we decided on the winning companies, which brings us to today's award ceremony. Here, I would like to introduce the experts who helped us in this year's judging. Chair, Hiromi Yamaoka, Board Director, CSO of Future Cooperation and Tokyo Metropolitan Government International Finance Fellow. Next, the Selection Committee. Kaya Oe, President Office Libertas and Financial Planner. Expert Committee members for the category Financial Innovation. Tomonori Uchiyama, Professor, Tokyo Metropolitan University. Shinsuke Sakamoto, Vice Chairman of the Japan Venture Capital Association. Masakazu Masujima, partner, Mori Hamada and Matsumoto. Next, the experts for the ESG investment category. Masaru Arai, Chair, Japan Sustainable Investment Forum. Yasuyuki Kato, Professor, Kyoto University of Advanced Science Research Professor, Tokyo Metropolitan University, Adjunct Professor, Kyoto University. Nathan Fabian, Chief Responsible Investment Officer, PRI. The members of the screening committee are with us here today. I would like to once again thank the members for their cooperation. Now I would like to introduce again the award-winning companies. The first place winner in the financial innovation category is Kairu Inc., which issues prepaid cards for the elderly with dementia and other conditions, thereby reducing the burden of nursing care and promoting financial inclusion for the elderly. Second place is Better Data PT Limited, which uses AI to generate anonymized synthetic data to provide a service development environment that does not violate data protection regulations. Third place goes to B Informatica, which uses psychometric testing to enable financial institutions to provide quick loans to minorities. Next, the ESG investment category. The Governor's Special Prize for Green Finance goes to Haki Africa Inc., which is working to promote the switch from gasoline-powered vehicles to EVs and e-bikes in Africa through financing using a unique scoring model. Next is WE, which uses an ophthalmology device that can be attached to a smartphone for early detection of blindness on remote islands and in developing countries. And Sustainacraft, that works to circulate funds to projects through the evaluation of the validity of forest conservation projects. I would like to congratulate you all for winning the Tokyo Finance Award. Later today, we will have presentations by the award-winning companies, followed by the awarding of trophies. In the second part of the event, we will also have presentations by the 12 companies that have advanced to the final round of judging in the financial innovation category. We hope that many of you will be able to participate. In closing, in order to create a world-leading international financial city, Tokyo, we believe that it is essential for the public and private sectors to work closely together to compete on a global scale. We ask for your continued support and cooperation towards the initiatives of the Tokyo Metropolitan Government. Thank you for your kind attention. Director General Kodama, thank you very much.
We now would like to ask award winners to make presentations. The first set of presentations is from award winners of financial innovation category. The award has been given to domestic and foreign financial businesses that develop and provide innovative financial products and services that contribute to meeting the needs and challenges of Tokyo citizens and businesses. This year's third runner-up of financial innovation category is B Informatica. The speaker is Representative Director Ms. Fumiko Inada.
借りられない課題を解決しようとしています。サイコメトリックテストで返済する意思について信用スコアを作り、この課題を解決します。まず、個人の質問票は PC からアクセスでき、48問を約10分程度で解く形式です。返済する意思は3要素あり、まずは起業家精神を聞いています。次に、金融リテラシーを聞いています。最後は、法令遵守の姿勢を聞きます。全部解き終わると、回答を送信します。最後に、全体スコアが見れます。また、返済に関する強みが平均比較で見れ、サブスコアも見れます。次に、金融 機関向けのアドミンパネルです。個人の回答結果データを必要な分だけクリックし CSV ファイルでダウンロードできます。CSV ファイルでは個人のスコア結果、各回答結果を参照することができます。
ただいまサービス紹介の
So we introduced the video of the service. Now we would like to ask Ms. Inada to give a presentation, please. Hello, everyone. I represent B Informatica. My name is Inada. Thank you very much for this honorable award, Tokyo Accenture and the panel of judges. Thank you very much. We use statistics and psychometrics to come up with the score, and we assess and examine so that we can offer small loans to businesses. This is a platform that allows to do it. Those people who have launched the business, initially it is difficult to access a loan. Basically, those people who have not borrowed money or right after launching a company, you don't have high credit worthiness. Therefore, you will not be able to access loan. So those people with a low credit score are our target. So we use psychometrics test and come up with a new credit score and change the score based on the willingness to repay the money. So this is a new credit scoring model. Back in 2019 in Malaysia, we were launched. In Malaysia, this is a financial hub close to Singapore. So it is about 30 million population, and we have a license for financing, and we provide microfinancing. And we established a company in Japan here, psychometrics, algorithm, and strategy. We have been putting all these together, and we are trying to get a loan business license. So next year, we hope to start our business. So you can see our team members. I am Inada. I used to work for BOJ, and for 11 years I was working in financial sector and went to Bangladesh and worked for Black. So this is a community-based financing company. So I learned the philosophy of that company. Based on that experience, I have launched the company. Manjul IT Solution and Okada-san has experience in working for a financial company and gaming company. So he is willing to share his advice to us. We have Takegami Sakuramoto, data scientists. They have developed our core psychometrics. So in Malaysia, focusing on these women to small businesses, we are providing a small loan. And we focus on retail, restaurants, apparel, e-commerce, and we extend loan, and per loan is about 300 to 400,000 yen, and it is based on psychometrics. And we receive referral from more shopping mall owners as well. So as a result of introducing psychometrics, non-performing loan came down from 9% to 4%. So this is a psychometrics test. Basically, we are focusing on human capital. So whether or not he or she is willing to pay back, we look at entrepreneurship, financial literacy, and compliance. So we have 48 questions, and it takes only 10 minutes to go through this digital test. And the result of this, and also the actual creditworthiness test, we create algorithm and come up with a score for the potential loan taker. And we received the prize this time around, and in Global Financial City Tokyo, we would like to tackle social issues. More specifically, there will be more foreigners coming to Japan and also single mothers. We want to meet their financial needs, their business money, and also a certain need for money. We would like to support them And by using our platforms, financial institutions will be able to reach their new customers and hopefully reduce the default ratio. Finally, this is the schedule going forward. Right now, with internet banks, we have POC. We acquire 10,000 data and create an algorithm. And going forward, we are thinking of providing microfinance, so loan provider license, and we also want to provide services to non-Japanese people, and also service businesses that provide services to single mothers. We hope to work with these service providers. So if you're interested, please contact us in trying to do a POC. Thank you very much.
稲田様、ありがとうございました。
Inada-san, thank you very much.
続きまして、
Next, number 2, for the financial innovation category, we would like to welcome Better Data Private Limited. The presenter will be the CEO, Uzair Javaid.
Synthetic data engine enables you to produce highly realistic and privacy-preserving synthetic data in minutes. Connect data from your existing data sources, including SQL databases and cloud warehouses like GCP. Collaborate in teams securely and seamlessly in projects with fine-grained access controls. Choose the dataset to produce synthetic data from. Our synthetic data engine automatically chooses the best parameters to train an ensemble of deep generative models and selects the best results for you. For power users, like data scientists, you can manually tune the parameters to optimize the results. Now, you may generate as many rows of synthetic data as you want. Lastly, download the synthetic data that comes with a quality assurance report to measure its utility, such as its machine learning performance and its privacy, based upon metrics related to data protection regulations like APPA. Don't let data slow you down. Go synthetic.
ただいまベターデータ様のサービス紹介
We just showed you the service introduction of Better Data, and now we would like to welcome Mr. Uzair Javaid to present.
Everyone, this is Better Data from Singapore. More than 120 countries in the world have passed some form of international data privacy laws, and these laws have issued over $4 billion in fines in just the last 4 years. In Japan, we have APPI, and the fine for non-compliance was 500,000 yen in 2017, and it was revised to 100 million yen in 2020. This is why businesses in Japan who store a lot of sensitive data, like banks storing customer data, most of it is locked away and cannot be used because of these regulations. And some of it that gets shared internally with a bank or a company or externally with another company has to go through different technical and legal controls. And the worst part is it can take anywhere from 3 to 24 months just to get access to a data set. Better Data has created a platform to unlock and activate data so companies can share data easily in Japan as well as with anyone in the world. Our platform uses 3 core technologies, mainly generative AI, with privacy engineering as well as blockchain. And in a nutshell, what we do is pretty simple. We take real data in its real format. We train our artificial intelligence models on it. And from there, we are able to generate artificial or synthetic data. So with real data, it takes 3 to 24 months. With synthetic data, you are able to share data in a couple of days to a couple of weeks maximum. And the best part is synthetic data is unlimited. So even if your real data was limited, you can create as many data as you want through our platform. So the value here is real data. This is just a figurative representation. Traditional techniques are super slow. It takes a lot to use them and move data from one point to another. And the worst part is other techniques give you data quality that is low or not representative. With Better Data, we make this process instant. automate it without compromising on the data quality itself. And the best part is, with other techniques, you still have to worry about APPI in Japan, GDPR in Europe, CCPA in the US. But with our platform, you have to worry about none of them. Our focus is to work with data science teams in financial services as well as technology companies. These are some of the logos we are currently working with, some that are in discussion. On top of that, regulators, since they draft and enact the privacy laws in countries, we are working with them in Singapore, Hong Kong, as well as Estonia, and plan to do the same with TMG in Japan. On top of that, we have our own R&D group, funded for a few years with leading schools in Singapore as well as the US. And the whole point is to create AI models, AI architectures, which currently do not exist. On the bottom of the screen, you can see some of the logos that have featured us globally to date, including the names like Yahoo Finance, Straits Times, as well as Tech in Asia. This is just an example of our customer success story. So we are working with Shanghai Pudong Development Bank. They are one of the top 12 banks in China. They wanted to work with this company called RegTank in Singapore, but were not able to do so because data could not be shared. Through our platform, Shanghai Pudong Development Bank was able to share their data in synthetic format and were successfully able to work with RegTank. So now, through our platform, each company and every company in Japan and globally have the opportunity to outsource their data and work with anyone that they would like to adopt new technologies as well as further optimize their processes and functions. So we hope to launch our product this year in Japan and would love for you all of you to spread our word. We are keen to work with strategic partners in Japan, and the whole premise here is any company who is struggling with the challenges of APPI as well as other regional and international data protection regulations, we can work with you to fix those as well as address those. With that, I would like to thank you, Tokyo Metropolitan Government, Accenture, and the whole organizing team to have us here and for the award. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Javaido-sama, ありがとうございます。
Javaid-san, thank you very much.
金融
Next is the first place in financial innovation category, Kaeru. Speaker is Representative Director and CEO, Mr. Tomohiro Okada.
高齢者とサポートする方が安心して使えるキャッシュレスサービス、カエル。高齢化は日本の大きな社会課題です。また、高齢化に伴い様々な問題が発生しています。社会保障費の増加、介護の人手不足など、人口動態的にもこの未来は避けることができず、一つ一つ解決していく必要があります。都市部には多くの就業者がいますが、介護と仕事の両立が困難で退職し、地元に戻る人も少なくありません。カエルは離れて暮らす親を見守るサポート機能付きキャッシュレスサービスです。高齢者は認知機能の低下から計画的な支出管理が難しく、金銭管理を子どもが行っているケースがあります。しかし、その管理は煩雑になりがちで、課題も多いのが現状です。カエルには使いすぎや紛失を防止するアシスタント機能があるので、キャッシュレスに慣れていない方も安心してご利用いただくことができます。ご家族は離れた場所からでもスマホでチャージできたり、お買い物の状況を確認できたりと優しく見守れます。人生100年時代に備えた新しい金融サービス、カエル。
ただいま
So we showed you a video to introduce Kaeru just now. Now we would like to have Mr. Okada to give his presentation. This is Kaeru. When you lose cognitive capability or need care, you may not be able to carry your own wallet. But we want to respect the freedom and dignity of the individuals. Our vision is to create a world where everyone can continue to enjoy shopping. We are a startup into third year, and we help elderly people and caregivers through cashless service called Kaeru. As you saw in the video, Kaeru allows planned expense management, and it also has features to support family members and caregivers. It's difficult to imagine yourself in the shoes of elderly people, so let me introduce the comments from the users. First, her mother has dementia and bipolar disorder. It is difficult for her to manage expense. The daughter had delivered cash for living expense. However, the mother would use it immediately and didn't tell the daughter how and what she used it for. However, Kaeru can set a daily budget and deal with unexpected expense such as hospitals, so less problems are being experienced by the users. Second is a remote care between Tokyo and other prefecture. So you don't need to deal with petty cash, and cashless allows her to be more active. And care managers and helpers have less burden in managing cash. And through AI, they have increased their conversation. So we started engagements with local government, and a POC is underway, and we are receiving good reactions. So public organizations are assisting cash management of individuals. However, they are hand-delivered, so it's cumbersome. However, Kaeru is most efficient, and both elderly people and caregivers can benefit. Paying money means getting value in exchange. With cashless, there's less friction and circulates value more quickly. Elderly will join in the society, less burden on the caregivers, shift from savings to investment. There are a lot of positive impacts. Going forward, we want to promote digitalization of financial administrative services, such as project that supports living independently and adult guardianship program. And we also would like to link nursing care offices between Tokyo and other regions. I myself and the co-founder Fukuda were involved in the launch of cashless businesses such as LINE Pay and MailPay, and we have engineers and designers who are experts in fintech and age tech. We believe that our team can deliver the value. We were able to receive this honorable prize. However, we have more to do to achieve our aspirations. So we look forward to your support, those of you in the audience, so that we will be able to create a new financial services for a 100-year lifespan. Thank you very much. That was Kaeru. Okada-san, thank you very much.
Next, I would like to invite the chair of the selection committee, Hiromi Yamaoka, board director, CSO Future Cooperation, and Tokyo Metropolitan Government International Finance Fellow. He will introduce us to the selection process. Thank you very much. I am Yamaoka. And once again, I would like to express my sincere appreciation for the many submissions we received from Japan and around the world. The judging process itself was very enjoyable, as we were able to see in all the submissions a passionate desire to develop Tokyo's financial sector and improve the lives of Tokyo residents. And because all of the applications were so good, the judging process was difficult, and the decision was very close. Now, I personally enjoy playing the piano. In the world of piano, it often happens that world masters, when they are young, did not receive competition awards. Then it is said that the chair of the jury was not a good judge, and I am sure that there are some great gems amongst the entries that we had overlooked. With the understanding that this is the fate of any judging process, I would like to give you a summary of the judging based on the best efforts of the committee members. First, third place, B Informatics. The fact that they have yet to offer their services in Japan was a point of contention during the screening process. Nevertheless, their approach to solving social issues by using digital technology to deliver services to people who have not been reached by financial services up to now is truly the high road of fintech. Ultimately, it was our expectations for the future that led to our selection. Now, of course, unlike emerging countries like Malaysia, where the reach of financial services are not fully widespread, it will not be easy to spread this service in developed countries. And especially in credit risk management, the performance of credit risk assessment using the psychological method in comparison with conventional assessment methods must be carefully verified, and it will not be easy to collect such data on default rates after the fact. Nevertheless, even in Tokyo, there are an increasing number of freelancers and foreign nationals who are less likely to fit into the conventional credit risk assessment process. We do hope that you will help overcome these challenges and promote access to finance. Now next, second place, better data. The use and application of data is truly at the core of connecting digital technology to the expansion of people's well-being. Now, on the other hand, data utilization is directly related to the issue of privacy. How to balance the use of data and privacy is the biggest challenge in the digitalization process. Without the trust that privacy will be protected, digitalization will not progress. Japan has been addressing this issue by establishing the Act on the Protection of Personal Information. However, it is also necessary to take technical measures to protect privacy with advanced digital technology. Better Data's efforts to tackle this issue head-on led to the judge's decision. Now, we do, of course, acknowledge that the award is largely based on expectations, as we understand that deployment in Japan is something for the future. Especially in this field, as was presented, there are considerable differences in legal systems and people's sensitivity to privacy across countries. We do hope that you will overcome these challenges and work to achieve both data utilization and privacy. And lastly, first place winner, Kaeru. Now, this is a company that is tackling the social issue of an aging population in both Japan and Tokyo, and this is what led to its high evaluation. The major challenge of digitization is the digital divide, where the elderly feel that paper is better than digital because I just don't understand it. The elderly do have to realize that digital is much better and they need to be able to embrace digital. And that is the only way that we can fully embrace digitalization altogether. Now, Kaido's efforts to tackle these issues head-on, again, was the reason for the award. Now, of course, there seems to be much potential for further evolution of the services. Overseas, for example, services are being explored that use AI to detect anomalous transactions, such as the sudden purchase of expensive items by the elderly. Or that transaction will be stopped and relatives will be notified. And there is also an effort to use consumption behavior of the elderly to understand their cognitive functions. So again, we do hope that Kaido will continue to pursue the further advancement of this service. So this concludes my summary of the selection, but again, as I mentioned at the outset, there must be gemstones that we have overlooked in the applications that were not selected this time. Once again, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all the applicants and wish all of you the very best in your future business endeavors. Thank you very much. Chair Yamaoka-san, thank you very much.
では、富
Next set of presentations is by ESG investment category winners. The award has been given to domestic and foreign financial businesses that promote ESG investment and domestic and foreign businesses that practice SDG business management based on the needs and interests of Tokyo citizens and businesses. First is Sustainacraft. The speaker is Representative Director Mr. Hiroshi Suetsugu. So please start your presentation, Mr. Suetsugu. I am Suetsugu from Sustainacraft. Thank you for your time. We are a climate tech company, and we are focusing on natural capital. We have to change the flow of money to start with. And that is why we submitted an application for this award. So why is it difficult to stop this climate change? Of course, raising trees and crops are, of course, easier to make money. However, we are damaging the nature in doing so. So in the capitalism, the nature capital is not included. So that is itself is the problem. So we have this incentive of carbon credit and trading schemes and so forth. So we focused on carbon credit and so that this will be transacted properly. That is what we are focusing on. That's how we can circulate money into nature capital. That is the kind of the world that we would like to create. So when it comes to carbon credit, there are buyers, and on the other hand, there are project developers who create credits, and we are in between and look after those projects so that the projects give positive impact on the nature and climate. We would like to make this all transparent. So to be more specific, you can see the diagram on the left. You can see the buyers, the investors, and on the right are project developers. So the credit, those that are issued, then, for instance, like Guardian and in all presses, the quality of the carbon credit is being criticized. The buyers, of course, would like to buy high-quality carbon credit, so we help due diligence in that process. And what's more important is to solve a climate change problem, we have to protect the nature capital, and we have to launch many projects in order to do that. So after you apply a project, it was like 5 years before you get a carbon credit issued. However, in order to promote the project, financing will be necessary in advance. But instead of buying credit, investing in projects have more risks. So we go in between so that we can do investment matching. So let me give you some of the background. Greenwashing, have you ever heard of this word? Until several years ago, many companies have started to come with aspirations, but they are buying carbon credit to offset their greenness. And then came this new word called green hashing. So they are silent about the aspirations and their targets. But that led to lower level of trading of credit. And we were concerned that there will not be enough money flowing into these projects. So what we do is, of course, there are projects that have low quality, but on the other hand, there are high quality projects as well. So We use remote sensing and causal inference, whether it be in Brazil, Uruguay, Indonesia, forestry, and elsewhere. What's going on the field, and what kind of impact is it giving on the nature? We analyze from third-party perspective, and that is the kind of platform we offer. So, forestry project. There are projects which minimizes degradation, and there are ARR, the afforestation type, or WRC and REDD. So we have different types of a project that we support. So what we are trying to do going forward is we are providing information, but over the past year, what we realized was that, of course, everyone is aware that quality is very important, and when a new organization is trying to come up with a standard, it is not progressing. This is because nature projects, it's difficult to capture unless you go on site. You'll never know. So we actually go on site and analyze them, and the project developers, so that they will be able to communicate. We are trying to launch a platform, and for advanced countries, not just purchasing carbon credits, but generating project, taking more risks. I think more advanced countries are capable of taking more risks. So we have the analysis and technologies so that you can measure the project. So we would like to help you do so. Suetsugu-san, thank you very much.
続きまして、
Next is WeWink. And to present, we have the Representative Director, Eisuke Shimizu. So if you are ready, please begin the presentation. Thank you very much for the introduction. OUI Inc., my name is Shimizu. And this is a startup from Keio University. And when you have your eyes diagnosed, we use the smart eye camera that we have developed. So I would like to explain to you the details of this device. So We Inc. is our company, and our goal is to reduce 50% of the word blindness and save people's health through their eyes. So let me quickly depict our company. So this company was a venture starting from Keio University. So from the business, medicine, and engineer side, we have put together, augmented these competencies to come up with this business. So we have doctors, as we also have nurses and those that are active in the medical field as well. We also have members from the business side as well that are flourishing abroad as well, and they are disseminating this technology. And also on the engineering side, this is created with a 3D printer. So hardware designers have come on board as well. And we also have applications that we need to operate this. We also use image collection as well and feed that into AI. So there are many aspects to our company. And again, our goal and mission is to reduce 50% of the word blindness and save people's health through their eyes. Now, this is a smart phone, and we are using the smart eye camera. So when you visit an ophthalmologist, you usually would see the slit lamp device, which you see on the left side, very large. It usually costs about 5 million per unit, quite large again. So this logic has been reinvented on the smartphone. So we are using just the smartphone camera as well as the light source, and we are creating the shape of the lights needed. And we have actually created a technology that we can enlarge the images so we can see what is happening within the eyes. So usually you cannot see perhaps deep into the eye itself, but we can at least reach about half the depth. Now, the origination of this idea was in Vietnam, so this was a free clinic. And in terms of volunteering activities, there were no such diagnostic units. And we could not implement that in the rural areas of Vietnam, one device that would cost 5 million yen. But they would use smartphones and light the patient's eyes to diagnose. And so that is where we got our idea. We created a prototype, but we did not start selling because we do have ophthalmologists and medical practitioners in our company as well. So we first studied and we underwent clinical trials as well. And this is finally reached a point where we could prove that the functionality is on par with the slit camera device. We can also record which eye was being diagnosed at which timing and who did the diagnosis. And so a platform is used to track this as well. And we can also conduct remote diagnostics as well. So this is Chichijima in Tokyo. This is one of the remote islands. And one of the fishermen was suffering from red eye, but it turned out that we were able to create an image of the lens of the eye, the pupils, and we were able to remotely diagnose. And it turned out this fisherman was in need of an immediate surgery, and so we were able to avoid any damages to the eye. So these are examples of where these devices are introduced. So we have more than 20 countries that we have implemented, and more than 100 units of SEC are in action. Now, we always converse and work in tandem with medical doctors and hospitals in the local community. So let's say you have, for instance, cataract, but the local people will not trust you if you're from the outside. So that is why we always work in conjunction with local medical practitioners. So this is a doctor at the very top from Malawi. We also have a doctor. He is from Johns Hopkins, and we also have a medical doctor from the Aravind Eye Hospital. And so, since we are progressing with these efforts, we have been awarded by the Japan government as well for our endeavors. And as I mentioned earlier, our engineers do collect many types of data. So we use this data points to use automatic diagnosis. Again, AI is in the background, and we simplify some of the procedures needed as well for the doctors, the ophthalmologists. And by doing so, we are diagnosing as many eyes as possible to lead to the health of people. So once again, our mission is to have blindness and also lead citizens to a healthier life through their eyes. So losing your eyesight is just synonymous with losing your life as well. So this is our mission. Thank you. Shimizu-san, thank you very much.
続きまして
Next is the winner of the Governor's Special Prize for Green Finance, Haki Africa. We will hear from Representative Director and CEO, Mr. Reiji Kobayashi. Mr. Kobayashi, please start your presentation. Thank you very much for the introduction. I am from Haki Africa. I am Kobayashi. We have developed our credit scoring, and using that data, we are rolling out second-hand car microfinance. Let me explain. Many people are having a trouble not being able to access to a loan because of low credit worthiness, and especially we focused on taxi drivers. They don't have savings to buy a car, so they rent a car to do business. It's about 1,500 yen, and that will be about 500,000 yen per year, which means that you can really own a car, buy a car. So we want them to access a loan. We come up with a new credit scoring. So this is M-Pesa. It's like PayPay in Africa, and this is 100% penetration rate. It is about 40% of GDP. So this comes from M-Pesa. So by analyzing this data, we can come up with credit worthiness of individual. The algorithm is very simple. Also, if you have multiple debt, you get deducted, but you get addition if you have a stable taxi revenue. We look at it on weekly basis. And the track record, ever since we started, 2 years. Now we have exceeded 490 million yen. And 2 years ago in August, we turned into black. And default rate is 0.09 and below. So very low. So we have 3 Japanese and 28 Kenyan people. So all 3 Japanese are located in Kenya. So I came back from Kenya 3 days ago. And this year, we are focusing on environmental issues. In order to reduce environmental pollution, we will finance less than 10% of vehicles manufactured before 2015, and by 2030, the percentage of financing for hybrids or EVs will achieve 70%. This is in line with Kenyan government, and also starting from 22 July, we started to focus on financing e-bikes. And in September 22, we have exchanged MOU with Arc Ride. This is a manufacturing of e-bike. And logistics and transportation industry is so financing last mile delivery. So we are trying to promote e-bike. The emission will be reduced by 2/3. And also the users have better cash flow because gasoline price is about 16,700 yen per month, but instead they only have to pay 1,200 yen per month for power. So by 2030, we are planning to finance 120,000 units. We want honest efforts to be rewarded, even in Africa. That's what we are hoping to do. That was Haki Africa. Thank you very much. Kobayashi-san, thank you very much.
続きまして
And next, from Chair Hiromi Yamaoka, we would like to hear of the selection process for the ESG investment category. So next, I would like to give you some comments on the ESG investment category. And again, we also receive many submissions from this category from Japan and around the world. I would like to again express my sincere gratitude. Now, the ESG investment category has two sections, one for ESG finance and the other for SDG issues beyond finance. And once again, we received many excellent submissions from a wide range of fields that will lead to the well-being of Tokyo residents. We were very excited to listen to you during the screening process, and our screening best efforts have led to these results. Haki Africa, Inc., which also received the Governor's Special Prize for Green Finance. Now, since the original service was financing for used cars and the business included regular gasoline-powered vehicles, there was deliberation in regards to carbon neutral. However, if we put aside carbon neutral, credit risk assessment utilizing mobile payment history will support the independence of African taxi drivers by owning their own cars. This endeavor, promoting the S of ESG, that is social, was highly evaluated, leading to the award. Now, of course, in Africa and other emerging countries, after overcoming the S issues of ESG, such as poverty and economic independency, will come embracing carbon neutral, the approach E. So we do hope that you will further deepen your approach. Next, We Inc. This was highly commended for its straightforward approach in using digital technology to improve people's health and reduce blindness. In order to improve the health of people around the world, you do assume that hospitals and medical equipment need to be further disseminated. But in reality, this cannot be done immediately. Now, however, through the use of digital technology and digital media, it is possible to deliver advanced medical care to people around the world. Smartphones, which are widely used all over the world, can become a medium of anything, depending on the software. Of course, medical legislation is one of the most complex of all legal systems. But nevertheless, we feel that this approach is very straightforward. Now, again, speaking of these legal systems, there are varying license laws that are quite intricate, and there are considerable differences among countries. Further, due to the nature of medical treatment, which was again mentioned in the presentation, it will be necessary to constantly verify its effectiveness from the perspective of science and data. So again, I do hope that these hurdles will be overcome and that efforts to reduce blindness in the world will be promoted. Now, finally, Sustainacraft. So one of the major challenges for global warming and ESG is the issue of greenwashing, again, as was mentioned in the presentation. How to distinguish between those that are truly effective in addressing global warming and those that claim to be green on the surface but are actually intending to advertise and promote sales or beautify for fundraising and are not really useful in addressing global warming will prove to be more and more problematic. So what will really work and what will not work, and how do you see through this, again, will be a bigger and bigger challenge. So in expanding carbon pricing as well as a carbon credit, which is quite the buzz right now, to truly assess the effects of initiatives to prevent global warming, there will be a need to verify such efforts with a transparency with transparency and science. And I do believe that Sustainacraft is leading the way to overcome these challenges. Now, there are many standards around the world addressing global warming as we speak, and everyone wants to relax their own standards and, on the contrary, be strict with others, and this encourages incentives. But in such a climate, it is not easy to establish transparent, scientific, and well-accepted evaluation methods and standards. So I do hope that Sustainacraft will promote the application of an evaluation method that will truly prevent global warming. And I do hope that you can establish an infrastructure to do so. So, thanks to all of you, I do feel that the Tokyo Financial Award is steadily growing. Tokyo is a world-class metropolitan city with a concentration of economy, academia, and culture under a transparent system. Above all, we are able to connect our services to the many Tokyo residents. We have 14 million residents that are awaiting your solutions. We believe that Tokyo offers a unique opportunity for you to develop your businesses. So once again, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all of the applicants and sincerely hope that you will take advantage of this great opportunity, Tokyo, to advance your initiatives. Thank you very much. Chair Yamaoka-san, thank you very much.
Tokyo Governor Ms. Yuriko Koike. She will make congratulatory remarks to the award winners. Ms. Koike, please. Hello, everyone. This is Koike. First of all, everyone from award-winning companies, congratulations. And Chairperson, Mr. Yamaoka, thank you very much. And the selection committee members, thank you for putting your time and effort into the deliberations. Looking around the world, we have situation in Ukraine and abrupt forex fluctuations. So the environment surrounding global finance is unprecedented. And everything is all complex. It's not 3D. It's like 4D, 5D. So we are facing a major challenge. But on the flip side, perhaps something new will emerge and become a solution. And sometimes there are things that you realize. So, digitalization of finance and ESG investment are all the things that we need to take on the challenge. So, in the financial innovation category, prepaid card service for elderly people with dementia became the first runner-up. I may say this right? Yes. Congratulations. Also, technology that generates anonymous synthesized data and financing service to minorities using psychometrics were selected as well. Congratulations. And in the ESG category, it's wonderful. In Africa, financing service to eco-friendly vehicles. It won Green Finance Governor Special Award for Green Finance. Congratulations. In addition, service to evaluate forest preservation projects using satellite analytics and ophthalmology medical device that could be mounted on smartphones were rated high. The engine that drives world's innovation and growth is startups. Leveraging new innovations in changing the game, breaking away from stagnant society, we came up with a strategy last year, and we are using the keyword born global. So starting from Japan and also going up to higher stages. We believe that process is natural, but instead, why not go overseas first and maybe come back to Japan after that? So on the 27th and 28th of this month, startups from Japan and elsewhere will gather together, and we will host City Tech Tokyo for the first time. So instead of going global after achieving the success in Japan, let's take on the global challenge right from the beginning. And then 8 billion people will become customers and you have access to them. So that's the level of aspiration we hope to see. I do expect that you will step out into the world much wider. Thank you very much and congratulations. Ms. Koike, thank you very much. So now trophies will be awarded to the winners, and the winners and Ms. Koike, we will have a photo session. So Ms. Koike, please come to the center of the stage. And if you need to take photos, please come to the center for the press people. And for others, please remain seated. So now, starting from financial innovation category, we would like to award the trophies and take pictures. So third runner-up of financial innovation category, Inada-san from B Informatica, please come forward. Congratulations. So we will be taking pictures. So starting from the press. So next, the second runner-up of financial innovation category, Mr. Javaid from Better Data. Next, the first runner-up of Financial Innovation category from Kaeru, Mr. Okada. Mr. Okada, thank you. So now moving on to the ESG investment category. From Sustainacraft, Mr. Suetsugu, the trophy will be awarded and we will take a photo. Thank you, Suetsugu-san. Next, from We Inc., Mr. Shimizu. Mr. Shimizu, thank you. Next, Governor's Special Award for Green Finance, Haki Africa, Mr. Kobayashi. Mr. Kobayashi, thank you. So, the award winners and Ms. Koike, thank you very much. Now we would like to take a group photo. Please wait until we get ready. Thank you for waiting. Now we are ready to take a group photo. Ms. Koike, the award winners, and the judges, please come to the podium. We have all the panel members to join. Yamaoka-san, Oe-san, Uchiyama-san, Sakamoto-san, Masujima-san, Arai-san, Kato-san, and Fabian-san. So, we now would like to take a photo. So, Ms. Koike, the presenter of the award, will be leaving due to her other commitments. Thank you, Ms. Koike.
So the winning companies, thank you very much. And once again, congratulations. And please do send them a big round of applause. Thank you for your cooperation. We have concluded the first part of today's award ceremony. We would like to take a 15-minute break. And we would like to resume at 3:35 p.m. And part 2 will be presentations by the 12 finalists for financial innovation category. We also would like to host the audience award for the first time this year. This will be a real-time event as well. And please use the QR code to download the presentations of the presenting companies, and you can also utilize the chat function as well in preparation for the voting for the audience award. So for the presenters as well as the related parties and for the viewers, thank you very much. We will continue to use the Zoom line for the second session. We will resume in 15 minutes. We'll see you then. Thank you.